why do we celebrate the Lord's Supper in this particular way? Why don't we have something like a love feast, a potluck meal where the saints can gather and eat and remember what Jesus did, enjoy their unity with one another, and then have a final breaking of bread and wine? Well, the simple reason is we have clear instruction in Scripture as to how we should go about, at least what's required in the meal. And the only references to other feasts are pretty general and are without descriptive instruction. We see a reference to the idea of a feast of charity in the book of Jude, verse 12, when he talks about their love feast being clouded over. Jude says that these people, these false prophets who have come in, are blemishes, they're spots on your love feasts. But we have very descriptive warning from the Apostle Paul in his letter to the Corinthians, because their meals had become a time of division. They were eating, and the wealthy were eating at one time, and those who were poorer were eating at a later time. And Paul says this should not be. You're taking this opportunity for unity, this work, and you're turning it into a time for division. The church should do its work in order, especially the work of worship. So in addition to the Apostle Paul's instructions and his general reminiscing of what Jesus said, we also have the words of one post-apostolic, or after the apostles, church father named Justin Martyr, who in his first apology, an apology is just giving a reason for the faith. It's a book that gives reasons for the faith. In his first apology, he describes what the liturgy of the communion meal was, and it is very similar to what we practice. There was a homily, scripture readings, the distribution of the elements, a Eucharistic prayer, or prayer of thanksgiving, and partaking of the elements. This has continued and was passed down to us over hundreds and hundreds of years. So when it comes to innovation, we want to be very careful to not change anything that we have received, unless it is clearly contrary to Scripture. So it's not wrong to have potluck meals, to remember the work that Jesus has done, but it's very important that we maintain the communion meal as something given to God, something that He commands, and that we not take this as an opportunity to use it on ourselves or use it as an opportunity for division.